All right, so the video that you guys are about to watch right now is a recording of a coaching call that I had with one of my students who's a part of the YouTube Blueprint Pro. It's my paid Skool community. And I wanted to quickly make this introduction to give you some context because this is going to be jam-packed with value. But this quarter right now, I'm competing in a contest called the Skool Games, and I really want to win it. I have 2 months to win it. Basically, the company called Skool, which is the company I use to host my communities, they fly you out to LA to spend the day with Alex Ramosi, Sam Ovens, and you win this really cool trophy. And it's awesome, and it's definitely a big goal of mine. That being said, I'm offering something crazy for everybody who's watching this video specifically. So I used to do one-to-one coaching. I don't do it anymore, but when I did, I charged a 4-figure investment just for one call, and I was typically booked out completely. You were going to watch Anders, a student who I was coaching, have so many aha moments because Anders came to me lost, confused, and directionless with YouTube. He wasn't even sure if he was in the right niche. And at the end of the call, he was super clear. He had a full A to Z blueprint, a full plan, and a step-by-step guide of action items to do. And in addition to that, he had extreme clarity on formats, thumbnails, hooks, and how to monetize and make money from it. So if you guys are struggling, even in the slightest, even if you feel like you're beginners or you feel like you're advanced, I promise you'll get so much value from this recording, but also you'll get even more value if you get on this one-to-one coaching call yourself with me. And what I'm doing, which is crazy, is for the first 50 members who join the YouTube Blueprint Pro, my paid Skool community, the first 50 members, I'm going to completely for free do this 1 hour long one-to-one coaching call where we do the exact same thing that I do in this recording. So it is a no-brainer for you to join because the price to join is disgustingly low in comparison to the value you'll get from this coaching call alone, not to mention all the value that's already in there, like my swipe files, templates, a whole entire pre-recorded course, several modules on how to be unique, how to stand out, how to grow on YouTube fast, efficiently, and also how to leverage AI with YouTube and how to monetize it. Everything is in there that you could possibly need and imagine. Plus, you get live coaching and weekly Q&As every single week in that community. So enjoy this recording, and I'll see you guys in the YouTube Blueprint Pro. The link will be right below this video recording. Good. How are you doing?
I'm just starting out in YouTube. I love YouTube, and but you know, I'm totally new for that. But I have two companies. I have one paving company I had for 15 years. So I'm just starting to. I have always loved to film and edit film, but only as a hobby, you know.
So first of all, what's your goal with YouTube? Like, what kind of content do you want to be making? Is it for your painting business, or is it for? Do you want to make content about creative things like filmmaking or editing and that kind of stuff? Like.
Yeah, about the paving and about how you do maybe a courtyard and everything and follow us in the normal life, you know.
Your goal is to come out with YouTube content in order to grow your business, correct?
No, it's not grow my. I will grow. I like to show it to the world and maybe get monetized. Maybe make a little bit money when I'm out on the site.
I think the best way to go about this is to first ask you, where do you feel like you are struggling, confused, lost, or need help?
I think I'm a little bit confused because I have made now almost 34 videos. I make 20 shots and I make 9 long form. And I like to know if is it problem to do both? Should I only keep to long form or should I only keep to short? Because my short video can get like 35 views, 3,500 views, or 1,000, 2,000, and my long form is like the biggest is like 450 views, you know. So
okay, cool. Let's open up your channel. Oh wow, dude, this looks good so far. What the heck? Here's what I want to know. Okay, so first, give me a second. Let me go through here. What is your job called? Are you called a hard scraper? Like, what is the term for it?
I'm like, you know, you don't have. Yeah, I'm a paver. Sidewalk. I make the streets in Copenhagen. I make everything in stones. You know.
Okay, so paving. I like to view this as like our umbrella niche, if you will. Yeah. What are some things that you do that are not just paving? Like, do you do carpentry? Do you do like pressure washing? Like, is there anything else, or is it paving, just straight up?
Paving, and you know, we have big machinery. You know,
inside of paving, what are the things you do? You said building sidewalks, right?
Yeah, building sidewalks, and I can make big squares in Copenhagen. You know, we have some famous squares. Everything is only granite, so we make
Like
something.
like city squares, you mean, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But let me ask you a question. Are you leaning more into this channel more in for entertainment or more for education?
Maybe a little bit both.
Okay. A little bit
Yeah.
of both. Okay. Sounds good. My other question, just remind me too, like if you could basically wave a wand and like get the goal that you want. I want to get really specific. Like your goal with this, is it to make a specific amount of money? Is it to build a personal brand? Is it to like be known as like the paving guy online, or is it to start teaching other people how to get into the trade? Like what
I think,
what
I
is
think, I think maybe because I see a lot of paving in YouTube, there is no competition because many of the people have no experience. You can see, yeah,
right?
maybe 5, 10 years, but I think maybe in this niche, I could maybe give some, and show people some things and. But I don't know which direction I had to go. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to make like a DUI channel
Right, right,
only.
right, right. No, no.
Yeah,
The reason I ask is because basically money versus like growth, I guess you could say. If we
yeah.
put these two in like separate categories, the thing is, if your number one focus is to grow a really big following, then we should go the entertainment route, right? If your number one goal is to make a lot of money from it, we should go the education route. That's why I'm asking, like, what is your end goal with the channel?
Money.
It's money. Okay. So
Yeah.
because the thing is like when we do, I think entertainment is a good thing to do here and there to get views, but you need to remember, like, let's say that we make a video, like a paving video that's like almost maybe even it's like like a vlog or something. It's like you documenting your journey as a person who's paving roads. That's going to be more entertainment focused. It's not going like it's just going to grow your channel, but nobody's going to go and buy from that. Like I might watch that video of you, but I'm not going to go buy from anything from you. So our content strategy changes if your goal is like money. Okay, it's like, okay, well, what could we do? Probably it's going to do one of two things. It's one, you're going to be teaching other people how to get into this trade, or you could do something like upflip. So upflip is basically he like goes into the field on other people and he like breaks down, like, for example, if we go to like the most popular videos, it's like this person like owns a pressure or a car detailing business, right? And he goes and visits their business and has them explain what they do. This format does really well, but it's like if you know other people making good money with their own business in the trades, whether
Yeah.
it's construction, whether it's pressure washing, whether it's paving, you can create videos where you go to them and you're like, hey, how he started a 1,800 euro a month paving business, right? And then you
Yeah.
basically do this.
Have you ever wondered why some businesses run so smoothly while others are like a train wreck?
Started Narrative Coffee in 2015, and we've been building better systems ever since.
Maxwell, tell us when you first opened Narrative.
Yeah.
And the reason you got into coffee.
So he asks some questions. He visits them live. He asks them questions. Like he has them go on job sites with them. So like, for example, if it's a pressure washer, he's like, let's go on one of your clients' jobs. And as they're doing the job, he's asking him like, how do you get your clients? Is it Google Ads? What are you doing? These videos do really well. And they're what's cool about these is they're entertaining, but also he sells something. What he sells is like, for example, so he has sponsors, which is a good way to go. But also what he does is he sells like a course, basically. Join the Upflip Academy. And his whole thing is like, he'll teach you how to start a trade business to fight back against kind of like AI is sort of his angle. So the reason I say this is because this dictates a lot of what we do or the direction we go. It's like, what do you want to be doing? What do you want to be selling? Because
that's because I like the entertainment too,
there is a middle ground here, right here. There's a middle ground. The thing is it's probably not as much money and it's more long term. But if you can think of, like, I don't know of any other channels in your niche that are big, but if you do go let me just get rid of this underline. If you go with the entertainment and get a lot of views, you can make money with sponsors. So you can get people to sponsor your videos and you would make money basically if you want to go the entertainment route, easy views, you would make money with sponsors and you would make money with AdSense. But as you've listened to me say before, likely, AdSense varies a lot. It's nice extra income when you could get it. And then another way you can make money is if you want to go the entertainment route, is you can do basically affiliates. So you can get affiliate links. Like for example, I put links in my description all the time to tools I use. If I go and open like Velio, it's a tool I'm always talking about.
I use it too.
Yeah. So for example, they have this month they're going to pay me $1,000 and they've basically have $1,200 that haven't been paid to me yet. So far they paid me $1,400. This is just for me putting a link in the description. Like that's affiliate marketing. So that's what I mean. That's affiliate marketing. So it's like, what tools could you recommend that you put a link in that you could get an affiliate to? So if you do this, then this could be a good game plan for you, which is basically entertainment. Because I feel like based off this conversation, you're not really feeling education. I think you're leaning more towards entertainment. To be honest, I think entertainment will do better with this anyways.
So do you think I waste my time on this channel, or do you think I can have a channel that will actually grow, or should what do you think in your first, when you look at this first? Do you think it like a toy, or like it's another one, or what do you think?
No, honestly, I think it could do really well. Like I'm just thinking I spent 10 years learning this, it pays less. So obviously I know right away why these videos aren't working, which we could talk about it, but like let's like type in like paving. Let's see what happens. Look at this, 1 million views right here. 1 million views, almost a million views, almost a million views, 138,000, 314,000. Yes, there's definitely space for paving. I think that's a good niche. Let's go to Perplexity AI really quickly and ask it something. If I'm starting a YouTube channel all about paving, I want it to be focused on entertainment more than anything. I'll make my money through AdSense, potential sponsors and affiliates. My goal is to make high total addressable market, high viral optimized videos on YouTube. My question to you is, what is the total addressable market of people in the paving industry versus people outside that would watch paving videos? I want to know, because I want to know if I make some videos where I'm testing out, for example, imagine there's a specific pair of boots for paving. Do I make a video, like a challenge video, where I try all the different kind of boots for paving, or all the kind of, you know, X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. But that will be dependent on, that will only go viral if there's a huge total addressable market of other pavers watching YouTube, versus if I make other viral type videos that are more tailored to the masses. So please give me information on numbers in terms of total addressable market. Put that into there. Now I'm going to let it go ahead and run the entire internet and do research on that. And then we're going to have an answer right now on the total addressable market. For a paving focused YouTube channel, the core industry market is small relative to YouTube's overall audience, but the adjacent audience is much larger. So if you frame videos around tools, gear, construction challenges, and best of comparisons that appeal beyond pavers. In practical terms, I think if your total addressable market is a two-layer market, a niche professional audience of roughly hundreds of thousands in the US, and a broader construction / DIY audience that can expand into the millions or more on YouTube. Yeah, so basically what you could be doing is building an entertainment channel that lives off of monetizing the way we just talked about. And I've worked with like some of the world's biggest entertainment channels, so I got some good trade secrets in there for sure. So now we were able to see the addressable market, which was super, super valuable, which is why I love Perplexity, because it just gives you the numbers that you need right away. I don't know if you've ever heard of this channel here.
No.
So he's an entertainment YouTuber, and I would basically say, like, we try to do this, but for paving, essentially, or not even paving necessarily. Like, yeah, paving is kind of like the core thing. What we're going to do is if we look at these audience segmentations, it's these right here. So let's basically break it up into 3 audience segmentations here that we'll create content for. So we have the direct paving professionals, right? So we can make content for them specifically. We'll put them here in the middle, because that's kind of what I mean, it's not kind of, it is what you're doing, right? So that's going to be the easiest content for you to make. But then we're going to have another audience, which is going to be broader construction. That's what I mean, like anybody in the trades business. You know what I mean? Not just paving, but anything. No. And then we have DIY / general YouTube audience. I know we don't want to do DIY, but DIY in terms of the audience type, meaning
I tried and it worked really well, but I think I made some keywords wrong. So there was the wrong audience it was coming out to. So
here's what we're going to do. So here's going to be your strategy plan. So what kind of content should we make? inside of each of these, right? So first of all, let's go over into like direct paving professionals, because that's your niche, like you know really well. And we'll go into your channel breakdown in just a second. Like for example, here, I spent 10 years learning this. It pays less. The reason this video didn't do well is because there is next to no context as to what I'm clicking on. I have no idea. I mean, the thumbnail gives me a little bit of context, but still, like, I don't see enough. When I see this, I have no clue of what this is about. Like, am I clicking on an entertainment video? Am I clicking on a video where I'm going to learn about? Like, I have zero idea.
No.
This is clear because you said I tried paving for 50 hours and made this much. Like, that's better, way more clear. Thumbnail, way better. But still, I don't think that it was targeted right. This one, really good. 10 backyard handscaping mistakes that you'll regret in 2026. It's very clear as to what I'm getting in the thumbnail. Like, I believe that I'm going to see this based off the thumbnail. And sure enough, this was your most viewed video so far. It doesn't have an amazing amount of views, but you can see what's happening, right? When we focus on, I like to call it subtle context. Like, we're giving, it's very clear that right when I see this, I don't need to take time to think about what it's about. I'm just like, I instantly kind of know what it's about. Right. And this is really cool. This is good. This is like the kind of stuff that I want to see more of. And then it's like very clear of what we're going to be seeing here in the title. This is where we could do like, so I'm thinking tools. I don't know, honestly, I don't know anything about paving, like, but I'm sure like you guys need certain boots or certain techniques or certain equipment. This is something where you could, like, for example, do niche specific. The way I would title it is video formats that are niche specific about tools, boots, techniques, equipment, that kind of stuff. I know that's vague, but I can't give you ideas because I know nothing about paving.
Anyway, I will know ideas. Is no problem. It's no problem. I will fix that. This is perfect.
Cool.
It's so helpful. It's so helpful.
Then we go into what I think we should make most of your content about. For now, like, so I think that this one right here is, if we basically take this and let's say like we make this green because this is what you're most educated in, I think that this is cool. And it's kind of like you are going to be known as, I think less as the paving guy. I want you to be known more as, like, let's say like the trades guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is where all the views is going to come from right here. The broader kind of construction audience. So we can, but again, these are the reason I connected these circles in like overlapping is because they're all going to live together, right? So the next thing is basically the broader construction stuff. I think that this is where we do things that are like gear tests, equipment comparisons, job site stories, if we can package it well. What do I mean by this specifically? I mean, versus what we just wrote down. This we're going to make more broad, if you will. Like, for example, instead of like in this circle here, imagine that there's a specific pair of shoes or boots that pavers wear. It's like where you're comparing, you're doing a challenge like this paving boot versus this paving boot. Whereas like, and then you like say specifically the boot. This one right here is where it's like, you know, something more broad. Like, I try paving an entire city square with Justin Hammer versus, you know, or something like that. You know what I mean? And then we have the final one, which is going to be the DIY, the most broad of all of these. And this is going to be challenge formats. Basically, it's like what we already talked about, but challenge formats, transformations, durability tests, this kind of stuff will be really entertaining. Imagine you have, I don't know any of the gear, but imagine you have like a certain thing and you're like, I'm going to test the durability of X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? This, you know, another one is really good is like, imagine you go and you do a full city square inside of Copenhagen, like a transformation video where it's like you give a good hook and you're like, all right, this is the square now. By the end of this video, this whole square is going to look completely different. And then it's like you go through the journey, you document everything, you film everything, like the conflict, the struggles, like all the mistakes, running out of equipment, all this stuff that make a story. And then at the end, it's like, boom, this is the reveal of.
I tried to do it in some of my videos already. I tried just do a big square in Copenhagen in the hotel, in a 4-star hotel. So I edit it all and make the.
Is it any of these ones?
This one.
It's this one.
Where I tell.
If you
Okay, so first things first, get rid of these as intros.
Okay.
planning to install paving slabs or patio stones, the foundation and preparation are what determine whether your project lasts 5 years or 50. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 simple steps to...
Okay, so this isn't entertainment. This is education. And that's why. I don't want to overwhelm you, but let me show you how we should do these to a certain degree. And I don't expect, like, he has a big team and he has people doing this for him, but like, how can we do this as closely as possible? First of all, we should have its own intro. Like, for example, let's just say, or this is day 4. Let's find its own video. Let's just look at the format though of how he does things.
This is Mr. Beast getting pulled over by real cops, and I'm watching it all happen right now, hoping that they will arrest him. And it all started with a conversation.
So he always starts his videos with a high tension moment. Like wherever the video in this video, the highest tension moment is when he gets Mr. Beast arrested, which is another YouTube creator. So he opens with that high moment of tension or conflict.
He's getting pulled over by real cops, and I'm watching it all happen right now, hoping that they will arrest him. And it all
Okay, that was the first 5 seconds, right? We're on the 6 seconds. Now what he's doing, and I have a framework for this that I can give you, but basically now what he's doing is he's giving us like context while we're still into the hook. So let's watch this.
all started with a conversation that I had 1 year ago. When my best friend Tyler called me to say that he's leaving my channel to go work for Mr. Beast. All because Jimmy thought it would be funny, and I believed him. I was heartbroken. And now it's time for my revenge. So here's the plan. In 5 days from right now, Jimmy's gonna be having a meeting with Elon Musk at the Twitter headquarters in New York City. I know this because I've been talking to Jimmy's assistant behind his back.
Hi, Jimmy.
And I've enlisted the help of the NYPD who have agreed to arrest him after he leaves the meeting and take him to jail. Lock him up. Okay, this is awkward.
Right, so after the intro, now he actually goes and
Over the next day, my
he shows everything.
team and I got everything was playing.
The leading up to it, how he's planning it, all this stuff. So like, let me give you another example of something really quickly. Like, let's look at, like, for example, let's look at this one.
We just got dropped off in the middle of an abandoned city, and we're gonna spend the next 7 days here. And there goes our only way out. We are now stranded for the next 7 days.
Why are we doing this?
For content. This once beautiful city was bombed and abandoned because of war, which means
This is a great example, right? So you can open up and basically be like, in this video, we figure out what the hook is. I could give you a framework for that. And then you instantly give context. Like, let's say you're building a city square in Copenhagen or whatever. It's like, you can do like make sure you shoot a lot of B-roll while you're there of things around it and stuff. And then you can create an intro like this, where you're like, this square was once, like, you give a little bit of engaging history, and then you're like, but it's fallen apart completely. And then you go back to you on camera. It's like, which is why I'm here to rebuild it. And then boom, like you go in, right?
Exactly.
And then you go into the video. And the video is basically the journey, but not documenting it how you documented it with, like, you can have time lapses and stuff, but watch this here, right?
the only people here are headed. The next step was to open up the supply crate left by the helicopter.
I think a good way is to, rather than just go to jobs and film it and hope you get everything, it's to build like an actual, like, okay, so I'm going to film me, like, after the intro, you're like, all right, but first we need to get the equipment and prepare everything. Like, nobody knows how to do that, right? So we follow you, a journey of you, like, documenting, kind of like vlog style, but it's for this type of format of you figuring out, the permits or whatever, or getting the employees to hire that you need for this job, or getting the right equipment and tools for the job, documenting all of that, getting it, and then, planning out like conflict. So what I would like to do is, like, for example, a few things I could imagine that happen is not to fake conflict, but to write down potential conflicts that you foresee happening in the video. Like, for example, one potential thing that could happen that we could prepare for in order to make sure we're filming it is realizing, one, oh man, this job's way bigger than we thought. We don't have enough tools or gear, right? That's one conflict moment that we should, like, where it's like, keeping people engaged. Another one is like, maybe an employee quits last minute. Crap, right? That's conflict. We want to write down a lot of points of potential conflict to be prepared for in order to, like, really capture these things. And then we want to basically, like, get the journey of you doing it. So filming you actually building the stuff, and then all of the in-between moments, and then the outro, which typically, like, let's look at the outro here.
or shelter. Oxygen comes in, fire burns, sends heat.
Like usually the best outros are like really good, feel good outros. So it's like in this stuff, it's like, despite everything that happened, like ultimately, you know, like we did good work here. We finished this. Look at this beautiful new square. You show the people you're working with, like smiling, you know, B-roll of them smiling while eating lunch, or like you go and you see like people walking by the sidewalk, smiling, looking at the new thing, or, you know, good feel good endings. It's going to be more production and more work, but that's what it takes to make this kind of content, and it will definitely pay off.
Of course, but I love to make this stuff anyway. So.
In terms of how to title it and package it, I think that basically, because this is a big thing, right? Title and packaging. I think for title and packaging, you just need to see what other people are doing.
They have some really boring thumbnails in that niche. I don't.
So I would look at entertainment niches. I would look at Mr. Beast. I would look at Eric. I would look at, you know, Ryan Trahan. These are people with millions of subscribers in this space. Look at Eric, the guy we just checked out. Look at his thumbnails, right? Look at these and try to find ways to make these applicable to your videos. Look at their titles too, right? And also feel free to go onto Velio, build a specific database for this, build a new database based off of everything we just built here, right? So I think now your database would be more like entertainment YouTuber focused. So you would build a new database that's tracked Eric, Mr. Beast. Basically, I would come over to track channels, create new channel database, and I would say, I would call yours entertainment channel, right? Because what we're doing is we're not taking videos from within our niche anymore. Now we're taking videos that are entertainment videos, and we are just making it for our niche, if that makes sense. So like our unique, because like if we go and try to do what Eric is doing, it's going to be hard. But if we go do that with a specific unique thing, like being in the trades, like an entertainment trades YouTuber, an entertainment paving YouTuber, that's a completely different thing that doesn't exist yet. So for example, right here, when it says add channels, first thing I'm going to do is add Mr. Beast. I'm going to add Eric. I'm going to add Ryan Trahan. I'm going to, what else is it going to give me if I reload this? It's going to give me FaZe Rug. Yeah, he's also an entertainment YouTuber. Mr. Beast 2. He also does stuff, but I wouldn't do that one because it's very niche. This one is a good entertainment YouTuber. Another entertainment YouTuber. This one's a good one. Or we'll keep it at this for now. We have, and then next, and then it'll give us more options here. So yes, this is entertainment. I don't like clip channels, so I'm going to reject that. This feels like it's less clipped. I'm going to reject this. Reject. Okay, cool. So we have enough for our database. We'll create the database. Awesome. So now we have our entertainment database. Now what I'm going to do is the first thing I'll do is go over to trending, right? Like I show you in the pre-recorded videos inside the YouTube Blueprint. Awesome. Awesome. So right away, what we're looking for, right? You know, like we're going to look for low competition videos with high outliers. For titles and ideas, what we want to do is use Velio, and we want to go to our trained database on entertainment YouTubers and then find any video with over 1 million views in the filter section. And then we want to make sure that we also filter it by sort by outlier and in the last 180 days. And then that's where we'll get our proven to work title concepts and video ideas. Then we just need to make them applicable to this niche. And then for thumbnails, it's the exact same. So right here, you have basically your blueprint. All right, cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Remember, the link will be right below. If you guys want to join the YouTube Blueprint Pro, it'll help me win Skool games and it'll help you massively. And for the first 50 members only, I am going to be doing this deal with, because I only have so much time that I can allocate to this, where I'll be getting on a 1 hour long one-to-one call with you to break down exactly what I just broke down with Anders with the recording you watched, but for you specifically and personally. So I'll see you guys in there. The link to join is right below, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.